they're like on their deathbed, right? On their deathbed, like dying. But they have a final request. Like they like, you know, we was good, everything was great, sex was amazing while we were married, but I really got this ex that I want to hook up with before I go.
So their deathbed is gonna be a dead bed. If it is something like a car accident that just happened and I got 5 hours to live and I don't want to spend them with you, I want to spend them with her.
I'm killing you.
Okay.
That's your dying wish. I don't believe that people's dying wish has to include that particular person. If that's your dying wish, I'm not.
Yeah,
And I appreciate that, but that doesn't mean that I have to condone your dying ass wish.
No, but because it feels personal that you would rather be with this person for your last sexual experience or whatever than to be with me. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, how could you?
No,
Nigga, I've
she
been
got the
whatever,
feeling
whatever.
in her head.
No, to me, if I care about you and I would fulfill any other death wish for you.
So you calling the ex up for them and saying, hey, yo, look,
Yes.
I think there's several things that's a layered kind of situation. The Buddhists have a saying that there are two things that you do totally on your own by yourself. One is coming into the world and the other is leaving it. And you know, you hear so many times where they say, I stepped out of the room for 2 minutes and when I turned around, they were gone.
Yeah.
Because it's personal. It's a personal journey.
I'd be right there. But anyway.
I tend to want to agree with my sister on this.
of course.
Whatever your journey and the process of leaving someone behind is a process. Whether you find out that person cheated on you after they died, you know, you hear a whole second family showing up at the funeral. Process, you know, what are the whatever those 7 stages of grief are, anger, denial, etc., etc. I would assume that you're right. I would assume that kind of is in there anyway. So I think if it almost wouldn't matter to me. I'm gonna be pissed because you're gone. That's me.
That's the assumption. That means that you could have a party. Nigga, I might be like, you ain't left yet? Because I got
I'm
That's why
I gave the disclaimer that you liked them.
I'm just there because I'm just there, and I don't give a fuck what you doing when you was dying or when you was living. I'm just here because I'm just here.
But like I know
if we ride this out, and if I'm thinking we riding this out together, and the last thing you want me to do for you, the last thing that you like. The last thing that you're allowing me to give you is someone to fuck else.
I can
I'm be like, yeah, okay, you gonna die. You gonna die with the dream about that bitch as I'm smothering you, and then be like, oh my God, he left sooner than we thought.
You tainted
It's
by
like,
you asking me to do
it's
that
like
shit on your
judging
way out.
someone's entire existence, your entire marriage, your entire whatever, on that one thing.
No,
and if you play the tape and you like this person, you love this person, you've taken care of each other, you've been up and down for each other and whatever, and this is what you need to say goodbye, I'm literally okay with that. I'm not going to miss you any less or
But I might be upset. I might be in my grieving, handling it differently because that was some selfish shit to do on your way out.
Understood. I mean,
On your way out. You know what I'm saying? Like you're leaving.
That whole concept of a hall pass.
Yeah.
You know, if you could have anybody in the world,
Right.
and
Yeah,
we're in
but
relationship.
that's when your ass say some shit like Rihanna or Chris Brown, some people that's unattainable. We're not talking about your ex-girlfriend who I can call up on speed dial.
Wait, may not taint your entire existence or my entire thought process of you. There is something as a bad aftertaste. And we've all had something we were like, it was good, but it left a nasty aftertaste.
The way it ended makes a difference.
Because now, not only for me am I grieving you, I'm grieving what I thought we were. Because especially if this is not something that we not moving in the sense that, cause I ain't never had no hall pass situation. Like, what you mean? Like, I mean, you know, to me, it's not a hall pass. It's a given if you can get down with Janet Jackson. I'm gonna be like, dummy, why
What?
you ain't
That's
what you doing with me.
That's what I mean. Like hall passes, some people operate completely different.
Right.
But when you think of the concept of a hall pass, it's like, yeah, she told me if I could ever get down with Janet Jackson, then it's a go. Not if I could ever not Becky up the street who you used to date in high school who still got a thing for you.
But
Like
look,
that's not what we talking about when I say hall
If
pass.
that's my
and you
dying
date.
wish, right? If that's my dying wish, I can facilitate that dying wish without including you.
then do
Don't.
that.
I know that's what your response is gonna be. Then do that. I get that. But I'm saying I could call my best friend, girl. I need you to holler at so and so. I need you to occupy my husband while I do this.
Yes. That is why I'm saying I think it matters that is the way in which you want to end this relationship.
I know, but for me, it is the honesty and authenticity
You're
that is
dying. Fuck your honesty.
No.
Yes, and I get that. Like, take that shit to if that is your dying wish, you better call your best friend, like you said, tell them to facilitate that shit and tell them to also take that to their grave. That's not
But
something
we want somebody in our lives that's honest, that's authentic.
That's bullshit. That's what people say they want.
That's not what you want. You don't want somebody that's honest and authentic.
There's a line. Some honesty is unnecessary, bro.
Well, here's the